And then the second one is that like I'm capable of so much more than like I ever thought. So.
I should not have her mascara. That's funny. That is. Yeah, sorry. I'm just sitting here just trying nothing like,
okay, I think I can go next. My favorite memory, I think, is we were in Florida for like our first meet, and everyone was just getting ready, and like we were helping with like makeup and everything, and we were in like our suits getting ready to swim, and I just like looked around and like saw everybody, and I was like really happy that I was like here with everybody. So that was like one of my favorite memories.
I can go next. I have a few like fun memories. One of them is like just generally like I don't know who that is, but
it's just a video for the people that can't be on right now.
Like being like on the like when we travel and like in the cars and just like all the banter and like the laughs, that was just really fun. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, when Emily dipped the cheese in the water. That's in my memory bank. And just like I don't know, training with you guys, like I love it, and like I've made some like friends for life. Like you're all amazing, and you know, yeah. So.
We just said this will be like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So someone can call in.
How about somebody on the phone?
Oh, freshman. Leah?
Definitely too, one of my favorite memories was like after competitions, like when like kind of like shenanigans broke loose, like that was always fun. And then like one of my favorite memories from practice was before we were about to do the show in Austin, and Amy's cat kept like
oh my god.
But yeah.
She's at the airport.
Nora, do you want to go?
Yes, I do. Okay, do I start?
Yeah.
Okay, my first favorite memory is when we all came together and did the circle and spelled out the cardinals. The first time ever when we did it in Florida, that was definitely like such an amazing moment that I'll never forget, because I remember like looking at each and every person's eye and just like being super present. That was definitely like the most amazing memory. Also, I remember when we were doing the dead egg beater set, and it was black team, and when Claire was having difficulties, and then we all started one by one going out to do an extra set, even though we were all dead. That really made me feel like something else. It was insane. Yeah. That's it.
I can go.
Yeah, keep speaking up.
So my favorite memories were like when we were at winter training in Arizona. Like everything.
First time.
Yeah.
No one's ever said that. But keep going.
No. Even though like we were all the time at the pool and we were like dead, it was really fun to like be the whole team and to work hard and to I really like that. The other memory at practice was, I don't know if Black Spot remembers when we had to clean the ants.
Oh yeah.
that was insane. Yeah. So we had to like you remember. It wasn't fun. And the other thing is when we did our last cheer, if you guys remember. It was like sad and happy at the same time. So I will remember this.
Yeah, so very memorable.
Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome.
Wait, before anybody else goes, is there somebody with an iPhone that can call Becca, because she can't hear on the WhatsApp?
Same as Natalie said, if someone can call.
I'd say my favorite memories were like in the car after meets, like especially at Stanford. We were like driving and I don't know, we were like playing some game. It was fun. And then also I'd say when Emily dipped her cheese stick in the pool. That was funny. And the cheese touch. The sticky touch. That was fun. Yeah.
Tell not who.
Yeah.
Wait, I have her.
Oh, have I got? Oh, okay. Does somebody have Natalie?
Yes.
Okay.
This is so weird.
So, a few things that I remember with the first one is like in the very beginning of the year when like stuff was kind of rough, you know, just like getting used to like college life, moving in, my parents just moved back. And I remember like getting all of our gear, like our bags, and looking at my locker in the locker room and getting like all of our suits, all of our gear, and just like thinking like this is so cool. I'm so happy to be like a part of a team like this. It just really like kicked off my collegiate career like really on a positive note. And then the other one is when we hid in the gas station from Bert. I wish I would have driven away. That was super fun. And that's it.
Was that all the fresh? You're not a freshman.
Dora's not.
Okay, you can go. See, you're okay. You can kick off the sophomores then.
Okay.
So I think one of my favorite ones
Speak
is
up.
what?
Louder. Okay.
Well, okay. From the exhibition when we went to like the South Zones and we swam our teams, like as much as we didn't get to go to nationals, I felt like that was like a really big nationals moment because everyone was there for us and cheering for us, and everyone just like went for it, and we had probably one of our best swims ever, and it just like it felt like such a good feeling. It really felt like the nationals feeling for me. So as much as we didn't get to do that, it still felt like we did. And then also when we were driving back from San Francisco and we tried to have a barking competition.
I forgot about that.
I really thought that was really hilarious. And also when we placed higher than Stanford at the Florida meet in the overall, I thought that was a pretty high moment for the season. And yeah. Yep.
I forgot something. Can I add it now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Another one of mine is like after we did our thing at South Zones, like one of the coaches came up to like me, Leah, and Nor. I think it was Leah. I know it was definitely Nor. And like all these girls were like asking us questions about like what it's like to like do synchro in college, and they're like, that is so cool. And I was like,
Celebrities.
yeah. That was fun.
Oh,
Like,
that's really cool.
yeah. And then they're like, you swim 20 hours a week? And I was like, yeah.
They're like, oh, never mind.
So yeah.
Okay, I can go.
Remember that.
Okay, mine, I have a few. I definitely winter training and just staying in the house with all you guys, like being together, that was like one of the funnest things, just like bonding together in the house. And then also, like Sophia said, the car rides at all the meets and just the burping competition, like what the hell are we doing? But just having these moments like as a team, like I really thought last summer, like that was my last time being a part of a team, like having like anything like this, but like just coming here, it's really like, I don't know, I just love being a part of a team, being part of something that's bigger than myself, and I just love you guys, so.
So can I say for like, is like for this year or like for about like everything?
Yeah, I mean everything.
I know, I'm just gonna compare because like last year we didn't do the Elf Louise like community service, and this year we did, and like I don't know, that was like the most amazing thing I ever done, like I ever felt, and like getting into the house and like with the team, and that was just like so great. Another good memory was when you gave us, what is the name of that? In the fire with marshmallows. Yeah, that was so great. Like I don't know, because like winter training was really hard. Like we were like everyone together and stuff, having fun, but it was like really hard. And then that day I was already like so tired. And you came to us saying that you had s'mores, and I was so happy. Like I couldn't be more happy at the moment. Yeah. I don't know. And like I don't know, the Florida meet, like it was our first meet, and like we didn't have a meet since. Like we didn't travel as much last year, like it was nice to have nationals here and stuff. But I don't know, I just like to travel with the team, like have this whole like bonding and stuff. And the Florida meet was our first one, like all the freshmen traveling like for the first time with us. That was like just really great.
Oh, yeah.
Natalie?
Okay, so for me, Florida was pretty much the only competition that I got to swim at. And that was just a really high point. I think for me, just being able to, I feel like our swims were really good there, and especially for the first meet, we came out and we really just kind of killed it, and I was really excited to beat Stanford and have the whole team together. So that was a good high point for me. Trying to think. Sorry, I kind of just jumped into this. I think all of our sessions, that was a high point for me. I really look forward to doing those with DJ and stuff, and we had a lot of fun too as a team, just kind of working together, and also just, I don't know, it was fun to work with DJ and have a little coach and stuff, so that was a high point for my season too. But I can't wait, I'm really out of it right now, but
No, that's good.
overall, I really enjoyed this year with all of you, all the new freshmen too. That's been a lot of fun, and I feel like we've made a lot of good relationships and had very positive team energy. So that was really nice to work with and help you guys on the side, because it was out the last 3-4 weeks of everything. So I really enjoyed just seeing how much everybody improved. Overall, you guys did a lot of work, and at the end of the year, we didn't get to national. We were getting there and putting in a lot of work, so that was really exciting. So yeah, that's it.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, I think Jill asked
real
that.
quick?
Whose voice is that?
Nora.
Okay, yes.
Okay, real quick. Florida, Red Team's first lift when it actually came up and it was perfect. And just seeing everyone on Black Team screaming and seeing Lauren's face because she knew that the lift worked. That was such a priceless moment. I remember it vividly in my head. It was amazing. Yeah, that's it.
I think we have Dora.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's sharing either a favorite memory or something they've learned this year. So we can let the juniors go, and then you can do yours. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Is Becca on?
Is
Really on to
Hoffa
Red Team.
on? No.
I think she's fine.
Hoffa's fine.
She's fine.
I'll try
Okay,
calling
so
her.
Nat's gonna go, and then you.
Does anybody have Becca?
I think somebody has Becca. Somebody have Becca?
Oh, I have Becca.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think this is really it happened not a long time ago, but I think our last practice is probably a thing that I'll never forget because we were all sad and stuff like that, but then we were able to get ourselves together and do our last swim with our seniors, and we were celebrating after the coaches got in the water. We were all it was it was sad, but it was at the same time I don't know, I feel we finished on a high, and we were so happy, and our celebration of life, we had rings, we had medals, we were we went for it, and I don't know, I feel that's something that I'll always remember. And also one of my favorite memories is just when we go to meets and Dr. Santiago gives us our little charms. I always put them in my bag, and I don't know, whenever I open my bag, I always remember why we have that and the meaning behind them. So I think that's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I also wanted to add to mine. As much as this past week has sucked and no one expected this, I think it really brought us together, and we really bonded this past week over everything that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dora?
I think one of my favorite memories was when we did the water show, and we're all like training for that, and we're just like all laughing about like them acting and like all like kind of just like I don't know, we're just like all like connected, and that was like the first time I really felt like super connected to you guys, and it was just awesome, and I just yeah, I don't know, is that good?
Is that just the seniors?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I have one from each year, if that's okay.
Yes.
So freshman year, I don't know if you'll like this part. But yeah, for sure, there's very strongly worded 4-page email that me, Matt, Kat, and Becca got from Bert about us fooling around in practice. It was like the first month of school.
Do you still have this email?
I was gonna send it to you as a joke when you asked for our favorite memory for the senior meet. Yeah, I'll send it to you. And then sophomore year, we did that push press like flip, the one that we like kind of did at the end of the year, and we posted about it like the week before nationals, and everyone kind of like went crazy. And then when we showed up to nationals in Arizona, like everyone was like watching us, and we were warming up that lift, and I thought that was really awesome. It just made us feel like super special. And then junior year, it was just nice to like have like a home crowd, like so much cheering for nationals. And then this year, I would say the first night of school, like when it was my birthday, and like everyone was in our room, and like it was the first night that we like all had together, and like we were all meeting each other, and none of us knew each other, but like we were all hanging out, and it was cool. So I like that.
Becca, do you want to
Becca,
go?
do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Yeah, I can go.
Do you want to sit?
Speak up.
Okay, sorry. Let me.
Is your volume all the way up?
So, I'd say that I'll probably kind of do what Alex did. Like freshman year, I think my favorite memory is definitely swimming at nationals with a team of like a completely different caliber than I was used to. Like I swam with 5 people my senior year of high school. So coming into freshman year in college and swimming with so many people was really awesome. And then sophomore year, mine was also the push press because like that was something that like was new and different, and like we just kind of went out there and did it, and it was awesome. And then junior year, let me think. Junior year, I think was just like.
Your duet, come on.
Oh yeah, that was definitely no. Yeah, no, actually trio. Trio was my favorite thing about my junior year because going into that trio, like, I like hopped in like mid-season, and you know, like it was a lot of fun, and we had fun with it, and then we turned it into team. Senior this year, I don't know. I've told a few people about this, but the exhibition was probably my favorite thing because. So when I was a freshman in high school, I watched UIW swim at senior zones, or like junior senior zones, at that pool at that meet. And so my last meet, or my last like show officially technically, was that exhibition, which is just crazy that it went full circle. But like the amount of support we had at that show and that exhibition was just crazy. So yeah. That was awesome.
Okay. Here. Okay, you guys know me, so I have a lot to say. So I think for me, just like starting freshman year, like I had a really hard time, like being here and like being away from like home and like my old team and my like family and friends and stuff. And so like I struggled a lot at the beginning, but then I remember by the time like at the beginning I couldn't wait to go home. And then by the time Thanksgiving came, like, I wished I didn't have to go home. Like, I just remember feeling like, I don't want to leave my friends for 5 days. Like, just the team became, like, so close and, like, my family. And then, like, going forward to this year, like, there's only 4 of us that are the same from that team, which is really crazy. And, like, going into this year, I was really scared to have so many new people and, like, so many freshmen. but like I couldn't imagine having like a different team. Like you guys, we've all connected really well, and I feel like I have a lot of like friends and friendships that I'll have for the rest of my life. And I think like throughout the year, like there's so many good memories, but definitely like in Florida in the car when like we were all just crying, like both cars, like when the one car hid from Bert and then the other one was like the cheese touch and like Amy's water bottle, and it was just so like I have not laughed that hard in so long. And then like a week or two later when we went to Stanford, and then like what were we laughing about at Stanford? Oh, in Emily's car, like Emily's elephants, and we were like barking and having weird things. Like I was just laughing so hard, and like every time we travel and do stuff together, and like Emily with the cheese, like it's just so funny, and I feel like we're all like on the same page with that stuff. And then definitely something I'll always remember, and like I've been thinking about my senior year nationals like since I started here, you know. So it's really sad that I didn't get that, but that last practice we had, like the fact that we knew it was like our last swim, and just like being there with each other as a team and like having that moment, like that was really special and like something I'll never forget. And then like our celebration of life as a team, like it was so cool to see everybody, like we really came together. Like you guys like brought the rings and like the medals, and then Adora made that PowerPoint like video for us that was like so special, and just like having that time together as a team for the last time was really special. So yeah.
I have one more. It was like after our recruit trip, we were sitting at the airport, and it was you, me, and Kat, and we were just, I don't know, and we were just like talking about UIW, and like Kat and I did not want to come here at all. We were like, we came to the recruit trip like, oh, we're going to Ohio and this and that, and like, well, I guess not. But we were sitting at the airport just talking, like the three of us, and like Lauren's like saying all this stuff about UIW, and Kat and I were like, you know what, like actually like we loved it here. Like we were just the three of us so happy like when we were leaving our recruit trip. Like I'm glad like I got to share that with you. I'm like, I don't know, that's like something I'll always remember, like Lauren being there, and like we like ended up here, and like I don't know, I always go back to that day, and it's like damn, like we were just sitting like 16-year-old 17 at the airport like talking about this school, and like we ended up here, and like I don't know, I think it's like a nice memory that I'll always have. So. God damn it.
You got all of us going. Oh. Oy vey. Okay. How are we not going to? So just for, I mean, this is so weird talking to follow. I mean, I constantly was saying, I think every single trip at the airport, because, you know, we'd like sit together, just how great of a team that you guys are, and how thankful that, you know, we really are for this year and for each one of you. Because, I mean, yes, we were confident going into this year that all of the right people were here, but you have to understand that there was also fear attached to that because of previous circumstances, and you guys just made it a dream. And it could have easily have been a nightmare if it was anybody else, and it wasn't. So every single one of you made this a dream year. You made it so that we could continue working on things. I mean, like, you know, whether it was switching in and out of things or last minute communication about stuff, you guys were all pretty darn on top of things. And I don't know, I just felt like you guys had a lot of grace and patience with a lot of stuff. And from a coach, like, really appreciate that. I felt like you guys were really mature. And believe me, you don't always get that. And just like the complete culture change, you guys had to actively work on that. And this group, so every single one of you will forever have made that change and that dent into this team, and for the years, even like for the years to come, but also you've made a difference for the years that were here before you guys. Because the way that you guys approached your final swims at the pool, like the number of alumni messages that I personally got were really high. And those are even some people that like I didn't even swim with, like Zoe messaged me and stuff like that.
nice.
Yeah, like a lot of people messaged us and were just super impressed, and they were so proud to be a part of this team because of what you guys did. So like, yes, you guys changed your current team, which is awesome, and obviously that's going to change the future for the people that are coming in, but you honestly reconnected some people back into the program to feel proud of this program, because that's just different. They may have been a part of it, but people genuinely feel proud because of what you guys did. And they could tell that you guys were, like, I even had people message me just saying, it seems like the team is having like a really great year and that they just like enjoy each other and you're doing well. And like, nobody has to say that out of the blue. This isn't not me talking to people, they just randomly message me. So I thought you guys needed to know that you truly like brought everyone back together and put pride back into this program, and not just a superficial pride, but like a real one that goes deep. So that's what I have to say. So thank you. Jill. I don't know if you guys have anything.
Well, one of my favorite memories was the last practice when you guys were warming up like your lifts and your hybrids and stuff, because that's always one of my favorite parts at meets, especially. It's one of my favorite parts of all meets, but as we get better and better for, towards nationals, and then when we get there, even as an athlete, that was always one of my favorite things. Was we like know we're gonna get this lift, we warm it up, other people are probably watching, and then like your coach doesn't even really have anything to say because it was so good. So I saw that in your warm up at your last practice, and I was sitting next to Bert and I was like, we were really gonna do it. Like, this was really gonna happen. So I'm really proud of you guys, and I'm glad that I was able to see that in the last practice, because that's usually one of my favorite feelings, like standing on the side at nationals, is feeling confident in what I know you guys are gonna put forward. So even though we didn't get to nationals, I was happy that we got to see that. And it makes it sting a little bit more too, because now that we knew you were gonna be really good, we should have had it pay off. And then I also just want to thank you guys for being really patient with me and my family this year. I didn't think I was going to cry. And I don't want to make it about me, because it's really about all of you guys, but it was hard on me. It was really hard on Bert. It was really hard on Jeremy. It was hard on Rochelle. She had to drive when I wasn't there. And you guys had to sacrifice too. You had to sacrifice your time without two coaches and try and make the best of it. So thank you. And when I came back from maternity leave, I barely even got to tell you guys, I'm going to show up late Tuesday, Thursday mornings. I might be leaving early. We just kind of hit the ground running. So I know there was a lot of times I was absent, and I hope my presence makes up for those absences. But I really want to thank you guys, and Bert and Rochelle too, for picking up the slack as I've been gone. And for the freshmen who don't know me very well, that's really hard for me to do, because usually I'm over-involved and over-controlling of a lot of things. And I'm the one that keeps Bert organized and on her schedule. So thank you guys all for sacrificing and kind of struggling through those times this year. And if you're returning next year, I'll be around a lot more. So thank you.
Telling me no, number 3?
No, probably not while you're still in school. Yeah. So thank you.
Oh, we're a family.
Yeah.
I want to just take a minute to thank all of you for opening yourselves up to the training of the mind. That is so important in your sports, and in all sports, but in yours in particular, in that you spend so much time learning about your sport, learning the choreography, training your body, getting strong, becoming more endurance, and you have all opened up wholly to learning the concepts that take place in the mind and the mental aspect of your sport. And I want you to know how much I appreciate that, and how much I have valued my time with you, and have for the last, 12 years. And can't wait to see what this team does in the future. You have changed the culture. You have turned the culture into something that will be your legacy. The leadership of our upperclassmen this year has been phenomenal. And you've created this group of women, all of you have created something that I believe in my heart will last for a generation. And I want to thank you personally for that and tell you how filled with gratitude I am with your openness and flexibility and willingness to learn, and how you've come together to support each other. It's been an inspiration to me. So thank you for that, all of you.
Okay, so next we're gonna recognize our seniors, and so I don't know if you guys I have to go get your t-shirts. So like normally you guys get nose clips at like graduation, so those will be sent to you. I know Dr. Santiago said she needs your guys' addresses as well. Yeah. So we have stuff to say about you guys, but I also would like if you know, if your teammates can talk about each one of you as well. So like if you guys can each say like 4 things that either you felt like they brought to the team or to the table, or a memory with them or something like that. So think about it. We're gonna go get those t-shirts and we'll be right back. T-shirts.